So I have a dilemma, and the dilemma is that I don't think that my female Pseudotrophius demasoni are all reproducing the same quality of fish. So the first thing I did was I took a picture with my phone, uploaded it to my computer, and I used Microsoft Paint to actually count how many fry I have. And so I just took the paint tool and I counted them in fives. And every time I counted that fish, I obviously scribbled it out or erased it with white. I ended up having about 80 fish in this tank. It seems crazy, but that's honestly how many I counted. And on top of the 80 fish I counted, I just stripped these guys out a couple days ago. And I'm not going to count these, but there's another, I don't know, 20 or 30 Pseudotrophius and maybe 5 or 10 Trophius. And then on this side, I got some bristlenose plecos breeding, and my yellow pozo snails are doing really well breeding too. So needless to say, I have way more fish than I know what to do with right now. Examples of mature fish, and I'm going to try and do this carefully without spooking them. But this one, the color isn't perfect. Maybe this one too. They're kind of not as black and not as blue. But then this one's got beautiful color. And that little guy there has really deep color. This guy, see how his black stripes aren't super black? So I'm just trying to make sure that I have really good genetics, because I honestly want to supply people with hopefully the same phenotype that you would find pulling fish out of Lake Malawi. This guy is an example of a phenotype you would not find in the wild. You see how behind his pectoral fin, his black bar coming down, descending towards his abdomen, splits into a Y? That's, as far as I know, that's an incorrect genotype, phenotype. I don't think you can find that in the wild. So what do I do with this guy? Do I get rid of him because he's not natural? Or do I keep him because it's not good to kill fish? So the big question is what would you guys do? Do you get rid of the females that don't produce perfect fish? Would you keep the fish that are inferior in phenotype, and would you sell them to people at a lower price? Or would you kind of try to make things perfect and just have these beautiful examples? The truth is that there's so many things that can affect how a fish looks. Its environment, its diet, its hierarchy, if it's the dominant male, if it's a subdominant male, female. Like this Bosemani right here, that guy is probably the worst looking male I have. And so it's all, for some people, it's an ethical question of, do you only reproduce fish that are the best example of what you would see in the wild? Are you trying to preserve nature and keep it the way that it was created to be? Or do you not destroy any fish, but just try to get rid of everything and give it away for free, sell it to people that don't really care about how fish look? It's a tough question, and honestly, I haven't gotten to the bottom of the answer yet. So that's why I'm posing the question to you guys, because I'm curious about what you would actually do. I'd love to see your thoughts in the comments, and once again, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it.